subscribe WorldWideChels.
I WorldWideChels.
WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream. It was a lastminute.com. I was trying to set up a bit earlier, but we thought the race was earlier for the Formula One, but it's actually at 3:30 p.m. UK time. So we are here live now, lastminute.com. Rudiger news that have come out that he has rejected a 230,000 a week, and this is maybe timing will be the question of why this news has come out now, or maybe it is recent. But listen, we're here with an amazing panel. We've got two Matts. Matt J. Ball, how are you, first of all?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, obviously this news isn't great, but honestly, at the moment, I don't know who to trust anymore in terms of news.
Okay, I mean, we'll go through each one because there is quite a lot of reports stating the negativity around Rudiger leaving. The other Matt, thank you for coming on. How are you?
Yeah, no, I mean it's not the best news you want to hear. For me, I do agree with some of the news because it's been coming out for quite a while. And as you said, Sadiq, it's like to the point. Why is it coming out now? Why is the timing now? But we'll discuss it today, and I'll discuss later about the comparing this to the Christensen issue because obviously that's sparked up so much.
Yeah, I see Kefi Lewis G saying about Christensen and Rudiger. Alfred, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks. We just, on top of this news, we've just had Arsenal put even more pressure on us by beating United, but that's not what this stream is about. It's just, a bit more pressure on us now. Look, Rudiger, obviously, like the other lad said, it's not the best news, but at the end of the day, if it's true, the man has made his decision. He's got to go, got to respect it. What can you do? But he hasn't left yet. Currently, that is the most important thing. And I guess we'll worry about it more when he's officially gone.
Yep. Well said. And Wayne, how are you?
I'm good. I hope you're doing well, Sadiq. Hope the panel's good, and I hope everyone in the chat are good. Yeah, it's good. It's a busy day, obviously, with the football news coming out thick and fast, especially about Rudiger. I like the new look Mercedes, by the way, with the Chelsea logo on it now. I think that looks better. And I'm just busy. Like, obviously, Sadiq knows I've been busy morning for me, and now I've got the Formula One coming up as well as doing this. So what loads going on at the moment, so it's all good.
Well said. Guys, we'll be going live on the F1 channel most likely after the race. We'll do a quick review with Wayne, and if Matt is free for that, we'll see you guys there as well. We'll drop the link towards the end of the stream. Nippon, you've disappeared, so I'm assuming you are. Nope, you're here. Nippon, how are you? Nope, Nippon's gone. Okay, so listen, we'll start with Matt from Australia. Tell me your official opinion from the reports that you've seen today, because obviously yesterday was a whole meltdown against Marina, and then obviously today we had, well, in our time zone today we've had numbers coming out saying that he's rejected. Now some people are saying this was before the ownership situation. People are saying this is now recent, that he was holding on and now he said no. We are waiting for that little bit more confirmation, but from what we understand, he has rejected this 230k. We all said, let's offer over 200,000. We've got people like Saar, Loftus-Cheek, and these guys just over 100,000. We need to give him that deal. He has got that deal. He has now rejected. What is your take on the situation?
I mean, yeah, it's a confusing one. As you said, he wanted 200,000, he wanted more than that, and then we gave it to him, and now he's declined it. So the situation is why? It's like, why now? Why this time? And I think, to be honest with you, I think he's impatient to wait for these new owners. I think he doesn't know what's happening, and I think he knows what's going on, like us fans. And I think he wants to hurry up and go with his career because, come maybe May, June, July, when the owners come in, Real Madrid might have another defender. They might not go for him, and then Liverpool will snatch up, and you go to a team where he doesn't want, because then he can't come back to Chelsea after he said he wants to leave. So it's a situation where I'm not too sure why. I'm just suggesting possibly, but it's a tough situation for him as well because it's his last big contract, and then he decides to go to another club for more money. And for me, he's choosing the money over playing for a better team. So again, that's all up to him. But we'll see in the coming weeks because at the moment it's all come at once. This news was just thrown at us from yesterday, and then it came
Yeah.
more news today. So it's like it's not going slowly like I assumed, but we'll probably see more in the coming days.
Yeah, for sure. Nippon, you here now?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you at home?
Yeah.
Oh, what room is that? Because we ain't seen that room before.
It's the dining room.
Okay, and what's your take on Rudiger's situation now?
Well, it's clear he didn't want to stay.
Can you say to him it's time to go, like Claude? Can you say it?
It's time to go. He will be a
Yeah,
big
he-
miss, but I'm sure we'll find someone younger and someone who will have as much energy, passion, and fight for the team.
I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. That's going to be so hard to find. I don't think there's no one
We've
like
got
Rudiger
Saar,
anymore.
bro. We've got Saar.
Oh my! Oh,
Remember everyone excited about Saar against his performance.
bro,
in
I
Scotland?
was excited about Saar. I thought Saar would be okay, but like just Rudiger's intensity, number one. I don't think it'll be matched. I don't think anyone has that intensity like him.
Prior to Tuchel, he wasn't the best of defenders. Or I'm not just talking
I
about
thought he
Lampard,
was
by the way. I'm
okay.
talking about previous.
I thought Sarri he was good. I thought Roma he was alright. I think Lampard was just shocking. And then obviously Tuchel he got better. But again, under Tuchel, if he stays, he'll still become like that same defender. He's not going to change.
I wanted him gone last season.
Yeah, I think that's Lampard tax because I was one of those people as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it is.
Some people remember Zuma over Rudiger days. Like Zuma over Rudiger because he was like that bad.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is, I think, well, my opinion is with the Rudiger situation, is I think Tuchel's the only manager that we've had that's played in his system what he's suited for. Because we've all played different formations, like 4-3-3 under Sarri. Before that, I think it was Conte, and he was more defensive. He weren't as attacking. And you look at Lampard, Lampard didn't know what formation he was playing and what best position to put Rudiger in. But with Tuchel, he looked at it straight away and said, right, you're my left wing centre-back. You're going to be pressing forward. You can have your shots. You can have your pressing. You can run with the ball. I don't mind that. So I'm going to have people defending your bit. But I want you to do that. And he literally has played to Rudiger's strength. And he's been able to get the best out of him. And I don't see us getting... No one's going to ever be like that. Because you're going to have to find someone who's got the arrogance, the speed, and the strength like him. It's not going to be easy. And I truly think this is a deal what he saw. I think Real Madrid's had this deal for ages on the cards, but he was waiting to see what's going on with Chelsea and what was going on and what he would be offered in time. And I think we didn't offer enough for him. I think what we did offer, I don't think it was enough for him personally. I think we should have offered more. I think he should be one of the highest payers in the team. I just think it's unfortunate. It's one of those things where I wish we could easily turn around, but it looks like he's going to be gone in the summer, and it looks like we're going to have to replace him with someone, but I don't know who we're going to get close to him. But
So we have at the moment looking like it's gonna happen basically. Rudiger, Christensen, maybe Aspi, and we're talking about Kunde coming in. Are we linked with anyone else? I don't think we're linked with
No.
anyone else.
But there's options, but it's not like you can't replace his option with Rudiger. Like we have to start again. Our back line has to be repeat from the start.
Yeah.
We might have to sign Koulibaly, as an option, just someone experienced to get, because I don't want, we've got Kunde young star, and then we're going to sign Chalobah, another young star, Thiago Silva, who'll be rotational. I wouldn't mind Koulibaly if you're getting for cheap and drop his wages a bit.
I don't
How's
see that
Koulibaly
happening
now?
though.
I think his contract's ending. I'm not too sure. Let me double check. Because I heard
Guys,
the
we don't want
Salgado was
Sule, man.
No, Sule went to Dortmund already anyway.
Yeah, signed for Dortmund.
Thank God
Yeah.
he's Sule's useless anyway. He's 6'7" giant.
Yeah, some people that used to be on the panel wanted him. No names. What else we got here? So it's just more information. We've got obviously Matt Law saying Kunde remains on Chelsea's radar, as we know. And then we have Matt Law saying weeks before. See, so Matt says before the sanctions. So this deal was rejected beforehand. This is coming from Matt. Obviously, we don't know from Simon Johnson what he was saying. What could it actually be though? Why would he reject this type of deal? I don't understand.
You know what? It'd be a speculation from me, possibly after that Real Madrid game, because I think in that Real Madrid game he was the only one who wanted to win that game, and I could feel that energy when if I'm the only one who wants to win that game and no one else wants to win that game, he's showing that level of intensity and no one else is matching that. Oh, I would have the same mindset that I don't want to be in this team, but that could be a speculation. Maybe one game doesn't judge it, but I'm not sure. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, Nippin, you've been quiet all this stream. Usually you're energetic. You seem down. You seems like you haven't been sleeping. It seems you're stressed out. It seems like you're going through a midlife crisis. Your hair's not done. There's no food. There's nothing, Nippin. What's going on? Have you had a good sleep? Have you?
Yeah, just as you can see, just got out of bed.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why then. We need that passion, Nippin. Where's that positivity?
Look, just because I don't look right, just because my hair's in a mess, I'm unshaven, doesn't mean I haven't got the positivity. I think we're going to find a good replacement for him.
And who's that?
Has the aggression. Look, I saw a few highlights of Barcelona, and he's always there for the team. I don't know if you watched that Barcelona game, Seville versus Barcelona.
Oh, when you got a red card.
Yeah. Because their fullback, I don't know, Barca's fullback was giving it the big one to all the Seville players, and Jules Koundé, you know what? I'm sorting this out myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take him. JK2 #trending people.
Nippon wants Sergio Ramos.
Okay. Matt J. Bull on camera. I think he got a new fresh trim or fresh shave, I think.
No, I still need to shave.
Okay. Listen, Matt, we need some expert analysis from you, man, because we're seeing different reports left, right, center. Obviously, you had a strong opinion on Marina. I'm going to be defending Marina today, in my opinion.
There's no defense from Marina.
Okay. I think there is. And I genuinely believe she's not in the wrong here.
She's not in the wrong.
She's not in the wrong.
Okay. I mean,
but is that Marina's job though? I'm always confused. Everyone changed Marina's jobs. For me, I thought it was she just does the prices and the outings.
But it includes the
financial contract negotiation. The finances is contract negotiation, transfer fee negotiation, sponsorship.
What's she done wrong? What's she done wrong?
Well, for one, she's just completely destroyed the wage structure by giving absolute tin pot players big wages, which then means certain players who play very well will then go, well, look at them. They're on such and such. I'm not going to scapegoat any players, but you guys know who they are.
But Matt, in today's world, we spend that money it's normal. In today's
no, but it's not normal. The money, the wages we've got on absolute dross.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say, Marina hasn't offered enough to Rudiger. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I mean, if you beat, I don't think he's worth 230k.
What do you think he's worth?
I'd say 200 max, maybe 200. Maybe I could push to 220, but.
So what's the issue then? 230 come out.
But I mean, but the problem is you look at certain players. And I'm not going to name the names of certain players that
we want names. We want names.
Wages.
We want names.
Okay, I'll go through them all. When he sees that Danny Drinkwater has been on 100k a week.
He's going though.
No, but this is the point. For the last 5 years, Danny Drinkwater has been paid £10,000 more a week. For the last 5 years, more than Rudiger. That is an absolute insult for one. Two, you've got Malang Sarr, £110,000 a week. Callum Hudson-Odoi, on between 120 and 180,000 pounds a week. No one actually knows what the actual fee is. I'm going to say it real. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 150k a week. Kepa, 150k a week. Pulisic, 150k a week. Lukaku, 350k a week. Timo Werner, 190k a week. Chilwell, 190k a week.
But what I'm trying to tell you is the 100 to 100.
Any of them players are worth.
It's normal now in today's world. That's the normal.
190k for Chilwell, who was coming off a contract of 40k a week. You're telling me you couldn't have negotiated that down? Someone that apparently was desperate to come to this club.
Timo Werner?
To me, that's just bullshit negotiations.
Timo Werner?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. Is it 190 or 200 something?
So it was like
I think before tax is around 280.
But again, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous wages.
But when you compare it to like other teams, I don't think it's as bad.
When you look at that, Timo Werner hasn't been playing well. Let's be honest. Apart from the last couple of weeks, he hasn't done well. When Rudiger looks and he's carrying his team, and he looks at his own German teammates, because let's be honest, they all know each other's wages. Of course, he's going to look and go, well, if he's on 280k before tax, then why can't I be on 230 before tax?
Why has it taken this long for him to come out for a new contract?
See, the thing is as well, for this actual 230k stuff, I find that very fishy. But that's all of a sudden coming out now.
I agree with you, but Matt, what I'm trying to say is,
every 5 minutes, Matt Law has been changing his mind, saying he's very close. Oh, we know he wants more. Very close, not close, not close, close, not close. Well, what is it then? Because either you've been wrong 2 weeks ago or you've been wrong now.
Mr. Bull, why has Rudiger not asked for a contract previous years? Why has it come to this moment?
Because that is the way football is. When clubs do not negotiate with players until they're within under 2 years.
No, I don't agree with that.
You don't see any. Name a player that has signed a contract and have had more than 2 years on their current contract.
Mason Mount.
You don't do it. Apart from young players who are
Eden Hazard.
When was it? How much contract did he have left?
He had around 2 to 3 years. Then he signed another deal under Marino. I think it was under Marino to make sure that if Madrid came in, they all have to spend that big money, and it was actually delayed.
That's what I mean. When you get to that fit realm of you've got 2 years left on your contract, that's when you start negotiating. You don't negotiate before that because they've already still got a long time on their contract, and a lot of things can change. But
you do realise players have a huge part in this as well.
The fact that Marina has allowed not one, not two, but almost 3 players who have cost a lot of money to run down their contracts like this. This is not how Chelsea run.
You can't blame Marina fully, though.
Again, look at Tammy Abraham. It was the same similar thing. Let him run down his contract to a year. Luckily, we got some money out of it in the end. But still, the point is, the way that we're running contracts, or the way we're paying contracts, is not how a sustainable club is supposed to run. And this is what's kicking us up the backside. We're paying stupid wages to stupid players, and then there's no surprise that our best players are going, well, I want to be in more wages than them because, they're doing nothing and getting paid the same thing. The fact that Rudiger for the last 5 years has been on only 90k a year is a bit embarrassing compared to the other players that have been on more and done not much. And that's including Ruben Loftus-Cheek is my favourite player. He shouldn't be on 150k. Shouldn't even be on half of that. If we're being real. Sal, again, obviously that's different because that's obviously a contract from Atletico Madrid. We're effectively paying his 180k a week wages to do what? Absolutely nothing. We're paying Lukaku 350.
Those are fine though. Those are fine. When there's no transfer fees, fine.
Yeah, but we're paying 350k a week for Lukaku just to go at that every game.
You wanted him.
Man had less touches than Ramsdale in the last game.
He's from Belgium. You wanted him.
I wanted a striker.
You said he would score 50 goals.
I never said he scored 50 goals
in all competitions.
I never said he scored 50 goals.
I will put my hands up and believe that I thought he would do well for us, and he never did.
I thought Tuchel could find
That's
a way to
always
make him
you,
do
Wayne.
well, but he wasn't my
You always
first
do that.
choice.
You always do that, Wayne.
What?
You always say, "Oh, this player's gonna do this. This player's gonna do that," and you're wrong 99.9% of the time, and that's just how it is.
It's just my opinion, and I'm wrong all the time. I'm not like some people like Sadiq, who's always right and always spot on with the news. You know what I mean? I can't be as precise as some other people, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Listen, guys, everyone tuned in, man. Like the video. Alfred, man, talk to us. Is Marina really at fault? Like, I feel like she gets blamed too easily. Like, we look for a scapegoat. The way we blame Alonso or Kepa, or in terms of this one, we blame Marina.
About Rudiger wanting to leave.
Yeah, or in general, like Matt's talking about contracts and the wage structure and everything.
Look, with Rudiger, I don't think so, because he's obviously made up his decision. It's a very, very uncertain time for the club. I honestly believe that he very well could have stayed if all this crap wasn't going on with the club. I really think that he would have stayed, because you've seen him this season on the pitch. He's shown the effort. He's shown the passion. He's shown characteristics not of a player, in my opinion, that desperately wants to leave. Right? He does the things like, for some people these things aren't a big deal, but for me it is, right? Stuff like kissing the badge, slapping the badge when you score, or going up to the fans and interacting with them and stuff like that. If a player really wanted to leave and didn't give a shit, for me, he wouldn't be doing those things. But he's not getting any younger. He sees an opportunity to go to a big club when there is lots of uncertainty at his current club, and you can't blame him for that. Unfortunately, he's made his decision, it looks like, and you can't put that blame on Marina for me.
But I mean, it's not just the Rudiger situation; it's the whole situation. I mean, you're saying we're scapegoating Marina, but who else is in charge of contract negotiations? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm also blaming Bruce Buck and the others for the running of the club in the past 2 years anyway, because, I mean, if we're going to be for real in terms of negotiations over the last 2 years, what has Marina done that's been right?
She won an award.
Oh, well done. She won an award that no one cares about.
What? Come on. That's like the Ballon d'Or.
She won it because what? She's good at business. She got net zero. Not zero, net profit or whatever it is. Rubbish people go on about.
Oh, come on, man! You're being a bit too harsh on me.
No, but look at it. If we're real this season, what did we want? We want in the summer a good striker, midfielder, a centre back, and a right wing back. Instead, we got £100 million striker that can't score. We panic buyed a lone player who hasn't worked in Sal. We didn't get our centre mid, and now we've got midfield problems. We didn't get any wing backs, and now we've got wing back problems. We've let
that was Frank you got her.
We've let two of our
wouldn't that be on more Roman
contract for free? Effectively, you could get at least 40-50 million for each of Christensen and Rudiger. So you effectively lost 80 million out the door, just like that. You've, even before that, in the last season, you haven't done much in terms of contract negotiations. You haven't done much in terms of actually buying players. You've brought in many players, like you've wasted money on Werner.
So Matt, if they went for 40 to 50 million, you're telling me there wouldn't be a meltdown?
No, I'm saying in terms of their market value. I'm not saying we'd sell them, but I'm saying you've just let them go for nothing. Wasted.
When will we sell them? Last season, when they were like at their peak. There's no way we sell them last season.
No, but I'm saying
their contract, but we don't sell them.
I'm saying the value of the player that we're just letting out the door for free now.
But that's the contract situation. I don't know what you expect her to do.
But it's Marina's job to make sure that these situations don't happen.
But what if the players? What if the players are the problem as well on that side, though? We can't just see one side.
No, but of course, every now and then a team is going to have a player that runs down their contract specifically. But to have nearly free in the season. And let's be honest, the only reason Azpilicueta is staying is because there was a clause in his contract, thankfully, that meant after he played a certain amount of appearances, we could extend the contract. If it wasn't for that, or if Tuchel happened to not play him in enough games and he got injured this season and didn't play enough games, he'd be out the door too.
Well, guys, I tried, didn't it? I tried to tell Matt.
It's not the way a big club should run. The way we're being run is how Arsenal was in 2010, letting players go for free, letting big players go, selling them off, selling youngsters off. If we're being honest, we sold all them players, Tomori, Mark Guay. Now we might not have been better with them. We've now sold them off with Tomori specifically, no prospects of him coming back, and now we're completely in the mud for defenders, in a situation where we're already in the mud, which is obviously out of our control, but we're in massive problems, and now we're expected to get at least one centre back, probably two, at least one wing back, probably two, a defensive midfielder, a winger. That's just not possible, as well as getting all these players that you still haven't got out for the last 5 years.
See, for me, I think there's more to Marina. I think there's more to Marina though. I don't think it's just
Marina. I'm not being funny.
There's so much more to that though.
All of these situations,
you're selecting her to every single situation to Marina though. Everything you're saying is like back to Marina's problem.
Yeah,
that's not all of it.
Can't be.
No, but I've always said, in terms of certain scouting and certain signings that we've been given, that's not down to Marine. That's more down to the scouting system and whoever's in charge of the performance. Which unfortunately, there is no one that's really in charge of the performances. We don't really know what Pet Cech's role properly is. As I've said before, it seems like it's more of a junior role, but then he's got no one above him that is the more senior footballing person to bring people in. We haven't had that for years, and it's no surprise that since Emanalo left and Marina came in, this is when all the problems have started, with a lot more failed signings than successful signings. These players like Matang Sarr, Bakayoko, Drinkwater's coming in on really high wages and not performing for the club, and then eventually the eventual destroying of the wage structure. We've not really, realistically, we haven't been managed well for a good 3-4 years. We've managed to, on the pitch, do okay in terms of keep winning trophies, which is fine. It keeps everyone off the ownership. But and we talk about scapegoat. Well, why do we keep scapegoating the manager then every season? I mean, even now you got people. You had people calling out Conte. You had people calling out Sarri. You had people calling out Lampard, which I think was more rightly. You've now even got people calling out Tuchel now for this situation. This ain't Tuchel's fault. Tuchel's nowhere near to be the scapegoat. We don't scapegoat these players enough. We don't scapegoat the ownership nowhere near enough. And it needs to be said.
Look, to be honest, this whole blaming the manager thing, it pisses me off. I mean, yes, sometimes you can question their selections in particular games if a result doesn't get our way. But if the performance in general is fucking disgusting, like our performance against Arsenal the other day, you cannot blame Tuchel for that. Yes, he selected the players, but he did so because he believed, and they should have been, capable of a much better performance than that. You know, so to always blame managers when we get a shit result, it pisses me off when people do that. Tuchel's not the one on the pitch. The players are, you know.
I think with Tuchel as well, though, like, you know, I give him a lot of slack. I do think he's probably one of the best managers in the world. Playing in a team like this, and we're still in our 6th final in 12 months, that's like outstanding for me. You know, I look at I blamed him last game. I think it was his fault, but I always look back and like the things he's done for us. And if he gets back I don't think it'll be this summer. I think it's the summer after. We'll see the best of Chelsea. But after this news, like I see us possibly playing Conference League next year if we don't get any good defenders, because that is like our main part. We get no defenders. Who are we going to play? Sarr, Chalobah, Aspie. I see us generally playing Conference League. There's no way we play Champions League with that back three. No way.
You're right, man. Right. You're right. No, for
I
sure.
agree. you lot are saying it, and I agree. Is that, but the thing is, League's right in a lot of things. The fact that Marina shouldn't be blamed because you're looking at the negatives, Matt, too much. The Matt from Matt J Ball, not the Aussie Matt. I have to get that one right. But he's fortunately you're looking at negatives. I've looked at it beforehand where our businesses used to be like, and we made some stupid signings in the past. And when we've got money, we made some really stupid like signings. I could go through loads of them. But with Marina, she made sensible signings where out there we thought Havertz. I don't know how she got him, but we got Havertz. Werner, I agree with, but he was still a hot property, and we still got Werner. She got Thiago Silva on a free, and she out-convinced that deal. There's deals she's done that we could only be grateful for. But yeah, I get she's done bad things as well. There's bad deals as well. But you've got to stop looking at the bad and focusing on that. You've got to look at both and balance it out. And for me, she's done both, and there's a lot of people out there, a lot of teams out there would die to have someone like Marina as their director of football who can do what she's done with the finances. There'd be so many. How many times Arsenal would love that, seeing what they've done? The same as like Man United, what they've had to go through over recent years. They would have died for someone like her right now. So we've got to look at both sides of it. I think it's true that I think the fans of various do go for a scapegoat for the manager. It's a simple job for them. It's like, yep, it's the manager's fault. They got to do that. I agree with that. But they shouldn't do that. And I think some of the managers they've done it to have been quite unfair to. But it's one of those things. I think as Chelsea fan base, I said this the other day, is a lot of fans are reactionary because they want winning. That's what it is to them. And to me, it's a plan now. It's where we're building on the squad because we've had to get rid of so much dead wood. So, and we're now introducing our youth back into the sides. What we never had to do was, if you say 10 years ago and you say youth players, you say John Terry and that'd be it. So now you've got to look at we've got how many youth players are coming up now who are doing a good job for us, who is getting the opportunities now. So we've got to be more positive as a fan base. Unfortunately, the defenders situation is a very, very bad situation. Yes, I can sit here and say, I think as a fan base, we can sit here and say 3 defenders on a last contract. Even Thiago Silva was on a last contract. And you're saying 4 defenders. Yeah, it was a bit of a FO of a job. But end of the day, we can't help what's happened. We've got to go past that. And it's shown if they really wanted to play for Chelsea and wanted this contract sorted, they would have gone out their way to make it sorted before it is now. Because we got to look at. You can't just blame it on Marina or blame it on whatever. It is the players. They obviously don't want to play for Chelsea beyond what this season is.
Yeah. Nipping you back.
Yeah, I didn't want to look like a scrub all stream.
Oh, you took my comments personal. No.
Nah, not you. Nah. That was my plan even before jumping on. I just wanted to do the intro.
You look beautiful, Nippon.
Yeah, I just didn't want to look a scrub all stream, that's all.
Nippin, both Matts have just said that we are the new Arsenal.
I respectfully disagree.
Why?
I didn't say we're the new Arsenal.
I never said either.
I said we're doing things like Arsenal used to do, but I didn't say we're the new Arsenal. We ain't there yet.
And we never will be.
Keep going downhill like we are, then there's potential of it happening.
I refuse to accept that as a reality.
It's about time we need to get football people on this board.
We will.
We can have.
I think people too want
financial people
academies.
we can have financial people like Marina in a more lesser role, doing strictly the financial stuff, but we need football people. There's no.
And I think Todd Bowley will do that.
Well, let's hope, because we've got a big transition to make, and I'm happy to do this transition.
I am confident Todd Bowley will do that.
Yeah, I'm happy to do this transition, but if we're honest, as I've listed, with the amount of players that we need to get and sign, we need to make a transition. Like, next season, don't expect to be challenging for the league. I would say for the next 3 years.
That's my mentality.
Or nipping it, you're just going to set yourself up for disappointment, because we've got
I'd
a
rather
long
be
way
set
to
up
go.
for disappointment.
Wayne will know being
I'd rather set myself up for disappointment.
Wayne will know watching football and watching Chelsea for years. Football does come in cycles. I think we're coming out of this cycle of the Roman era, and now we've got to go through this transition era of reinventing the team. We've got players like Havertz who are there, who hopefully will stay with us for the long term and go through that transition with us. We've got young players to do it. We've got the academy to do it, but we really do need to transition. For example, there's no way we can play a back three next season if we've got no Rudiger, we've got no Christensen. There's still the possibility that Asby could still leave in the summer, even though he signed a contract. That leaves us with Sarr, Chalobah, who Sarr we were looking to leave anyway. Chalobah is here, and then you got Levi Cowell. We're not. That's not going to be. And Silva, who, again, Silva's here, but realistically, if we're thinking about it, is he going to be here by the end of next season?
I'd rather live in Cuckooland.
We've definitely got. Whether we like it or not, we have to move to a back four, which means we need a DM. We still need a centre back to put next to Silva, and then still bring in more eventually. This is going to be a big rebuild, and we're going to have to just roll with it and hope that we can almost try to at least maintain where we are now. But that will be hard, because it's not like the old days where it was one or two good teams fighting for the title, and then everyone else was a step below. You've got Man City, you've got Liverpool, who are at the top. You've got Tottenham, Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea, all with a lot of money.
I can't believe you put the others before us.
No, but I'm saying that they're in a group of people who have got a lot of money and have potential to fight for a top four. There's 4 places, and there's about 6 to what could be 7 teams when Newcastle get involved, because they will get involved eventually. It might take them a year or 2.
They won't replace us, though.
The way we could, don't say that too confidently, Niffin.
I am saying that
if we don't manage ourselves well in this transition, Newcastle could be on the up, and one of us is going to drop out.
It won't be us. I refuse to believe that it will be us. Even if it takes our place, I refuse to believe that. I'd rather live. I will believe that I'm living in a nightmare than a reality.
Newcastle are in a very good way. They've got quite a nice big stadium. They've obviously got all the money now. Once they build up their sponsorships, business-wise, once they build up their players and bring the players that they want in, once they eventually get a manager after Eddie Howe, because let's be honest, I think once Eddie Howe brings them to a certain level, there will be someone else that comes in. They will be fighting for the top 4 and eventually one day fighting for titles. And we've got to manage our way through. There is the realistic point that we could drop out.
I refuse to accept that, Matt.
Nippin, you refuse 24/7. I'm tired of you refusing.
That's why we need to be careful with who we bring in terms of players, how we run the club in terms with Tuchel, and how we run the club in terms of the board. And that's why we need to look in the most efficient footballing, not just football but financially way, because it's. I don't want to be rude, but I don't think you understand the enormity of this transition we're going to have to make with new owners that are not like Roman. These players coming out, the big holes that we have in the squad now. This is a big change, and this won't be a thing where we're in a transfer ban for a season and then we're going to win something after. We might have to roll with winning some cups for a few years as the success, and that's fine. I accept that. I accept this is a process we're going to have to go through. This might be the process we have to go through now.
It's difficult, man. It's difficult, for sure. What I don't like about Nippin is Nippin always says, I refuse to believe, I refuse to do this, I refuse to do that. It's not about you refusing. It's realistic. Reality check, Nippin Sharma. This is the problem that we need to accept.
But I want the reality to be that we're on the same level as City and Liverpool.
But we're
No,
not.
they-
I think
we're not.
everyone wants
We're
that.
not.
But
Brighton fans are wishing they were like that. Everyone wishes they were like
See
that.
again, Haaland. Yeah.
He'll flop. He'll flop.
Oh my god.
You know, Nipper's around that. He comes City. He's gonna flop. He's going to flop. Put him in a team like Chelsea. He's going to flop.
Bro, he can flop, but he'll still score 20 goals.
He's not gonna do anything.
yeah, he
I don't want
flop,
him at Chelsea,
City
man.
will
They'll
still
get a
be
tap in
challenging for
merchant.
titles.
They want to tap in
Maybe
merchant.
tap him.
He'll
You
tap
know,
in.
I want him. I'm not gonna spend 100 million, man. No, Haaland.
Thing is,
City
right,
can go for him.
Nippon, can I was trying to explain it the best way I can to you. Can you remember when Roman Abramovich first take over Chelsea?
Yo, wait,
He-
just before we carry on, let Nippon say his final word because he needs to go and drop his mum off quickly.
Yeah, of course.
Go on, Nippon.
Yeah, I mean, like, I trust Todd Bowley to make the right decisions when he becomes our owner. It will be a transition. I mean, like, I was just saying that out of the hope. I know it's going to be difficult, but but I trust our new owners to make the right decisions. I believe both Marina and Bruce will be gone with Todd Bowley in charge. Let's be honest, Marina was only here because Roman was here. And then I feel he'll bring in real football people. And I believe Scott McLachlan will be gone as well.
Okay, Nippon, all the best with your life. And look after yourself.
When's your next stream?
I don't know, I'll let you know. But you
Okay.
need to go.
Speak
Goodbye,
to
my
you
friend.
soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Reality check, people.
Yeah.
We are going through difficult times. I remember last year making videos on Haaland and Tuchel and Declan Rice and
Hopefully,
friends.
maybe we'll have to do it again. Not on Haaland though.
Yep,
I don't know,
but
man. I don't know about Haaland. I don't know.
are we even gonna sign players? That's the
Yeah,
question.
that's the question. If we don't, I said if we sign 0 players this season, we're going Conference League next season. That's what's happening. We're not going to win anything if we don't sign anyone. We're going to win nothing. We can have the best manager in the world. This play's going to be shocking. Imagine our backline: Sa, Chalaba, Aspie. Like that's, and then we have to play Alonso still on the left wing back, and just we'll concede 6-7 goals this game, and then we'll score 1 or 2. Like it's not going to end well for us if we don't sign anyone.
What are we gonna do, guys, man?
Tuchel, Kunde, never to sign another centre back, but we're actually in like a very very tough situation right now. Like it is, I don't know how they're going to come out of this. Like I don't know anyone who can come in and replace Rudiger right now. The only one I can think of is Kunde. Is
We're
Kunde
easily going to
possible?
come out of it. The new owners are going to come in and make monster moves. That's how we're
They
going to get
better.
out of it.
They better. Or
Like
stuff.
Abramovich did.
Tom Bowie, I think he can do bits, but I don't know how he runs. Like we can sit here and say he'll do bits, or we can sit and say he'll do nothing. None of us know. I don't know how he runs.
Yeah, I think we've got to be patient with everyone in the next couple of years. But as I said, everyone goes in cycles. I think to people as well. Man City will go through the same. Once Pep goes, you're telling me there's not going to be a cycle that they'll go through transition phase till they get the next person. Same with Liverpool with Klopp. Once these managers eventually move on, they will move on. Because football's not forever. There will be times when everyone has their transition periods. Man United are going through a long transition period now. Arsenal have. Tottenham don't transition because Tottenham are just Tottenham, but they have their transition in terms of they go from nothing to possibly fighting for top 4 for nothing, possibly fighting for top 4. But we just got to be patient. We've got to be patient with Bowley when he comes in because I think he'll be the one that comes in. We've got to be patient with Tuchel. We'll have to be patient with some of these players. I think there needs to be a clear out with the players. I think that's where the change needs to be made. Once Bowley comes in and he assembles his board like the Avengers assemble. Once he's got that sorted, then I think we need to be looking at how we change this team for the long term. We need to stop thinking short term. We need to look at this long term. That's how we get out of this transition period as quickly and smoothly as possible. So hopefully we can do it. Anyway, I'm going to go because obviously sprint race in a couple minutes. Come on, Mercedes. Pick up that FP2 pace and then we'll be flying through.
Where do we go FP2?
Russell come top. I think Hamilton was
And
fourth.
Hamilton 4th.
Really?
Verstappen 7th. Perez 2nd. Leclerc 3rd. Sainz was...
How can the pace just change like that? I don't understand.
I think the thing with Mercedes is it's dry. 2, when it's race pace. When you've got more fuel in the car and it's less about top speed, I think that almost fixes the proportion for Mercedes a lot more and settles the car down. That's why in the races
But it's bouncing. It looks like it's on a break.
Yeah, but it's not in the free practice 2. Right, they weren't as bad.
Yeah,
it wasn't as vicious as it was in the qualifying. It was qualifying like that, and it was like that in free practice.
Okay. And Matt's gone. Now we've got the real Matt, the Australian Matt, the real co-host.
The real co-host, yeah.
Just before we carry on as well. The atmosphere, it is actually shocking, guys. It is really, really bad.
I can't hear it on TV. I can never hear it on TV.
Same.
we had a guy say, we have season ticket holders. I'm proud to be a season ticket holder. It was kind of like an indirect that, I've got a season ticket holder and you guys don't have a ticket. They went to the game and it was absolutely awful. The atmosphere was absolutely awful, people.
I was in there for months. It's too quiet.
It's really bad.
The only chance I hear Timo Werner when he's not even on the pitch. That's the only chant I've ever heard. And I said that a couple weeks ago. But other than that, I don't hear anything. And then I know some people go to the pitch, and then they say, "Oh, it's loud." Yeah, but I don't know if the mics and the thing are mixed up, but I can never hear us. Crystal Palace were booming the other week. Arsenal, I was hearing them like they were talking to me in my ear, like they were screaming. I didn't hear anything from Chelsea, man.
Yeah, it is quite worrying. It is very, very worrying. And we keep singing that "We Hate Tottenham" chant. That one annoys me so much. The players come out of the tunnel, and the liquidator plays, and they go, "We hate Tottenham, Chelsea." Like, why are we even giving them airtime?
I know, we just I hate when they do that. Like, we give them like just say it when we're versing them, not all the time.
Exactly. When we play them, then yeah, cool, do it. But we say it every game. Like,
I don't know how we're gonna fix that, but I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna fix that. That's something you just gotta leave to the fans.
Yeah. Are there any other subject you want to talk about before we wrap up?
You're doing West Ham? We'll do West Ham the next stream.
Yeah.
But on transfer,
what's your prediction?
I'm saying 3-0. I think we're better than
Chelsea.
Yeah. I mean, it's not confident. I'm just telling you. I want us to win 3-0.
You're joking, right?
I'm hoping. I'm praying.
I've read West Ham got 3 central defenders out.
I don't think they've won an away game in a while. I don't know if it was true. I think CFC Daily posted. I didn't check their record, but apparently they haven't won in a while.
But we give them that tax, don't it? That charity.
Yeah, I know. Kept standing, and that's it. Clean sheet.
Bro, imagine. I got a feeling United are gonna get one over us.
I think I have that feeling as well. I think knowing us, we possibly can just get battered 2-0 to United. I can see it, but I'm confident.
It's not an unrealistic possibility because they always fucking turn up when they play us the bricks.
And now Rudiger's contract's still on. Do you think he'll be less motivated like Christensen was when his contract came out? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. People are saying, "Oh, he's not going to be finished till August." He can be possibly finished now.
Yeah, because you saw how Christensen was playing. That was. Is the Christensen and Rudiger situation the same? Is it the same?
Nah, but you know what? Okay, this is. I'll say because I said Sachin. I'll clarify. I think Christensen's. He's going to a shitter club where he won't be respected, but he's going for higher money. Rudiger's same situation where now he's getting what he wanted, 230K if it comes out true, and he's still not taking it. To me, I'm not saying I'm with they're Christensen and Rudiger, but I'm gonna be to have the same energy for Christensen on Rudiger. Rudiger got what he wanted. He didn't want it. Yeah, he's going to a better team, but it's the same situation. I'm not going to bank him as much because hey, he's at least performed for us. He's done very well for us. Christensen's done jack all since the Champions League, and he's only been good because he's an average defender. He's only played good when Thiago Silva's on that pitch. He's not a leader. I think he is a shocking defender in all aspects. He's a shocking defender in my opinion. Rudiger's at least done so much for us. I don't respect him leaving, but I'll keep the same energy between the money situation. You know, I won't call him a snake, but I'm disappointed in him.
Yeah.
Rudiger vs Christensen, El Clasico. True. They'll be playing together next season.
Yeah,
El
that'll be fun.
That's if Christensen starts. I don't even see him starting. I think when PK retires, then he'll start. I think Arejo and PK is still way better. McWays is on the bench. I think McWays is better than him. I don't know when he starts.
Man, I just wanted to say about this West Ham game. This win for Arsenal against United has made this game a lot more important because now they're only 2 points behind us. Yes, we have 2 games in hand, but we are playing West Ham, who always like to give us the shits. And then we're playing Manchester United, who, as we all know, also love to turn up when they play us. They usually make fucking Manchester City look like shit. The way they play against us, usually. So, yeah, we're looking at a real possibility where things could start looking pretty bad if we don't win against West Ham.
I think if we lose against West Ham, I genuinely think we're going to be absolute. We're in the top 4 race, 100%. You know, we got 2 games in hand, but we're 62 points. Arsenal 60. We lose against West Ham. We're only technically 5 points ahead in memorable terms, in imaginary terms. But oh my god, if we lose against West Ham, then we're I don't know what to say with that. I don't know what to say.
We have got to win at least one of these upcoming 2 games, otherwise it's going to start looking scary.
I think we have to win both. I don't think we can lose one of them. I think we have to, from here. Who do we got after them? We've got Everton, and then we've got Everton, and who else do we have in the Prem? Then we've got Leeds, and then Leicester, Watford, and Wolves. I'll be honest, I'd rather lose to Leeds than lose to United. I think United West Ham is a must-win for our confidence. Then we go smash Everton, go smash Wolves, whatever, lose to Leeds, who cares? Beat Liverpool FA Cup final and then finish the Prem with 2 more wins. Because, man, it's going to be scary.
The only reason I say that we need to win at least one, I mean, yes, obviously it's ideal to win them both, but the inconsistency of Tottenham, Arsenal and United can give us a little bit of comfort. You know, they're probably not going to win. They're probably going to drop points as well along the way, you know, again towards the end of the season. So, yeah.
Rudiger's injured. He's injured.
I think Manchester United are actually out of the top 4 now, actually.
Yeah.
Or just
they're mathematically. Are they mathematically out? Or
they're 6 points behind. They've played a game in hand as well over Arsenal. I think.
Arsenal mathematically.
I don't think they're mathematically out, but they're pretty fucked. They're in a bad position.
You know what? At least we're not Man United. That's what I can say. You know, we're not the worst stuff team because Man United are absolute stuff. Like, I don't know how they go from there. If Ten Hag can turn them around. Bro, everyone said, what's his name? The guy now, Ragnarok, whatever his name is. They all said he can turn it around. He didn't do shit.
But at least he come out and said, yeah, there's gonna be 7-8 players leaving. You know, I wish someone like that came up for us and saying that.
That's true. Yeah, I wish.
Would you lads take any of their current players?
United. Pogba. Ooh, yeah. Pogba maybe, but nah. I don't think anyone.
Because if they are going to have a massive clearance, there could be an opportunity there to get 1 or 2, you know, quite decent players that maybe just needed to be in a different team to flourish more.
Who is that?
Oh, I don't know. Bruno Fernandes just signed a new contract, didn't he?
Yeah, no, I think Ronaldo, Bruno, and probably the only untouchables. To be honest, I think the rest are gone.
Yeah, true.
Or maybe Sancho as well. Maybe Sancho as well.
Bruno is dead. Oh my day! I don't know how he's still there.
In that team, he's.
You know, I
because
think I always said it. I think he's a good player, Bruno. I think he's a really good player. I think the way he came in and changed United around when he joined was fantastic.
Yeah.
I always wanted to play, but I didn't
Yeah.
think United's his team.
No, he's an excellent player, bro. But he's not happy. Nobody there is. That's why they are doing that shit as they are. Because look at that team. That team is fucking phenomenal on paper, man. You know,
It is, yeah.
they should not be where they are at all. Yeah.
Nah, but again, must win against that because United. I think United will be harder than West Ham because as we know United. They'll go, oh, it's just Chelsea, Charity FC, and then they'll just somehow get a win. They'll somehow come get a win.
Oh, bro, that gave me fucking nightmares.
It's done, man. Do you think we can actually bottle top 4?
No, I don't see it happening, but it's,
I've seen it happen last year, though.
Well, true. But last year, at this time, we were nowhere near in as good a position as we are this time. This time it's actually very much in our hands to finish in the top 4, whereas last year, around this time, it was very dependent on what other teams did as well, and we were needing to scrape together whatever points we could possibly get to stay in the mix, and then we just barely made it on the final day.
Yeah.
But now we're still pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. How many weeks we got left? We've got about 4 weeks now. I think about 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. It's going to be tough, people. Listen, what teams are playing right now? Any big teams playing right now?
Man City.
Oh,
They're
against
up 3-1. Watford,
Are they?
no. Yeah, they're up 3-1.
already?
Nah, yeah. It's 40 minutes and there's already 4 goals. Nah, nothing big today. It's Villa, Leicester,
Jesus
kind of that,
Christ.
but
Cool.
nah,
Guys,
nothing big.
we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for coming on, Matt, the real co-host.
Number 1.
Alfred, thanks for making time as well. Maybe this is suited to both your times. Mr.
Always.
Wayne, hopefully YouTube allow us on our second channel,
Mm.
and we'll go live after the race as well.
A
Big
quick-
up everyone tuned in as well. Like the
a
video
quick-
as always. Subscribe. We'll
quick
go
question.
live. Yep.
Before we go, if it's cool, mate. Now, did I hear correctly? Is Mata leaving United this season?
Yeah, I think that was decided months ago.
Yeah. Now I know that he's 33.
No. Stop. We don't need to hear that.
Not even as a bench player. Not even
No,
as a
no,
backup.
no.
Nah, fair enough. I would.
Yeah, I think you're living 2011 too much. 2012.
I love him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's like Hazard. People love Hazard, but you need to let it go, like Frozen. Let it go. We can't be thinking about the past like that. If we were all like that, then we'll definitely be in Conference League, like the way Matt was saying. Guys, pleasure. Like the video, everyone. See you guys soon after the game tomorrow. Big up Wayne, big up Matt, big up Alfred, man. In a bit. Peace.